Hello class, how are you? Today we continue by discussing about uh, climate change and the greenhouse effect. Today's content, in this unit, we shall discuss on climate change. Also, we shall discuss on solar and black body radiations. We shall discuss also on the greenhouse effect and its impact on climate change. Also, lastly, we shall discuss about climate change mitigation. When we say climate change is usually defined as the average weather climate. Also, is the long-term pattern of weather in a particular area. That is how we can define climate change. Also, we can remember it. Weather can change from hour to hour, day to day, month to month, or even year to year. That is how weather is. Also, when we say climate change, as we see in this picture, in this part also, it shows how climate can change or can vary. So when you say climate, climate is not the same as weather. Because when we say weather is the day-to-day, even hour-to-hour condition of Earth's lower atmosphere. This means how the amount of rain, sun or wind changes on a regular basis. However, climate is the long-term average of atmospheric conditions at a particular place of the Earth, on the Earth's surface. Also, climate change and related factors, some facts related to climate change. The first one is what we call climate feedback. Also, another one is climate lag. Another one which is climate model. When we say climate lag or climate model, climate feedback. So, climate feedback, this refers to a process that acts to amplify or to reduce direct warming or cooling effect. Whereas climate lag, this is the delay that can occur in a change of some aspect of climate due to the influence of a factor that is slow acting. Whereas climate model, this is a model or quantitative way of representing interactions of atmosphere like oceans, land surface, ice. It's a model that can range from relatively simple to quite comprehensive. That is how, say, climate model. It's a model which is somehow quantitative to show all those aspects. What is the physics behind climate change and the causes? So there is no more things we can talk about this one, but the climate of the Earth is controlled by its absorption and the subsequent emission of that energy. The Earth's surface temperature is determined by the balance between absorption and emission of sun's radiation. What is necessary here, the physics behind, it refers to the absorption of radiation from the sun, and it is what we call absorption. When the radiation are coming from the sun, there is what we call some materials on the earth that can absorb that energy, and refers to how reflection is. It is the major which cause of climate change in the concentration of greenhouse gases, especially water vapor and carbon dioxide. Also, we can look for what we cause of climate change. So climate change can be caused by different measures or by different aspects, by different features. So when we say about how the climate is changing gradually, it refers to different activities which is done. Maybe there may be deforestation, greenhouse effect, population increase, destruction of marine ecosystem. But those causes can be combined mainly in two main causes. So There is what we call human causes and natural causes. When we say human causes, where we see human activities, which are major factors, also every activity done by human. For instance, when we say about deforestation, it's about human causes. When we look for natural causes, we can get volcanicity. Volcanicity can be a natural cause. It's the too many causes that can lead to climate change. So when we look for this picture, it can show us the source of the sun's radiation, how the absorption takes place. There is a different region in this picture. When you look, you can see some infrastructures that can absorb sun radiation. There is what we call forest. There is the snow and ice. There is the water, seas, and so on. Plant trees. Many features are able to absorb this sun's energy. Also, these are about the causes of climate change. This is about volcanicity and the consequences caused by volcanicity. It leads to many things. As we see, these gases released by volcanoes are not good for our human body. It can harm us, so they are very dangerous. Climate change also can lead to some more disadvantages, as we know. In the natural causes also, when climate change gradually, there is what we call ocean currents that caused by the heat waves in water. Then it leads to currents due to the flow of, when you remember in thermodynamics, there is direction of heat energy according to the second law of thermodynamics. There is a linkage, you can link this one in order to get an answer related to this one. These are the natural causes of climate change. So the temperature on the surface then increase. So we can end by here, by today, by reminding you that the purpose for today, for today's session, we need to understand about what is climate change and how to differentiate climate change and weather and climate also. There is climate and weather. So the climate is now changing. When it is for long term, you can say climate. When it is short term, that is the weather condition. That is how to change. Some also there is some terms like climate feedback, climate lag, climate model. Also, there is some causes and physics behind to climate change. There is human causes of climate change, and then also natural causes that can lead to this one. So let me give you an activity you will try next time so that you can close by here for today's session, so that next time we shall continue for another one. This picture summarizes what we call climate change. What happens? Different activities that can take place when there is sun energy. What can absorb radiation from the sun? So now, are we together? Try to make note. Try to bring your notebooks. Then write somewhere. Let's do this activity together. So in this activity, you will explain the meaning of the following terms: weather, climate change, humidity, temperature. The second question: what do you think are the factors? What do you think are the factors of that lead to climate change in your area? Make a good general conclusion using case study of Rwanda. So when you are not in Rwanda, you can see in your location. It depends on the country you are located in. Question number 3. Using physics concept, discuss why different areas found in the same region may have different climate conditions. Nice. So let's now close by here. Thank you for watching. Let's meet next time. And remember to give us comment, and also to share for your friend in order to continue to expand our knowledge related to our physics. Thank you so much. Let's meet next time.